Are you tired of feeling overwhelmed by life's challenges? Want to learn how to stay calm, focused, and in control no matter what happens around you? Stoicism might be exactly what you need. In today's video, we're diving deep into the ancient philosophy of Stoicism, one of the most practical, timeless approaches to living a meaningful, peaceful life. Whether you're struggling with stress, anxiety, or just trying to make sense of life's chaos, Stoicism offers simple yet powerful tools to help you stay grounded. But what is Stoicism, really? It's not about suppressing your emotions or pretending everything's perfect. It's about focusing on what you can control and accepting what you can't. It teaches you how to face adversity with wisdom, embrace discomfort for growth, and live with integrity in a world full of distractions. From ancient philosophers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius to modern-day leaders and thinkers, Stoicism has helped countless people achieve inner peace and clarity. In this video, you'll learn about the core principles of Stoicism, like the idea that virtue is the only true good, how to handle negative emotions, and how to live in harmony with nature. Plus, we'll show you practical Stoic techniques you can start using right now to improve your life. If you're ready to unlock the ancient wisdom that can transform your mindset and change the way you approach life's challenges, then stick around. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more insightful content on philosophy, self-improvement, and personal growth. Stoicism is an ancient Greek philosophy that emphasizes self-control, rationality, and virtue as the path to a happy life. Founded by Zeno of Citium around 300 BCE in Athens, Stoicism developed over the centuries into a major school of thought, influencing thinkers across the Hellenistic and Roman periods. Unlike many philosophies of its time, Stoicism focuses not just on intellectual understanding, but on practical ways of living virtuously and in harmony with the world. The Stoic worldview is based on the idea that the universe is governed by rational principles, which the Stoics referred to as logos, a divine rational order or force that permeates all of existence. They believe that human beings should align their thoughts, actions, and desires with this rational order to achieve inner peace, ethical excellence, and tranquility. Stoicism has had a profound influence on various cultures and intellectual movements, from early Christianity to modern self-help and psychology. Today, it is often seen as a timeless guide to handling the stresses and challenges of everyday life. 2. The historical development of Stoicism. Early Stoicism, Zeno and Chrysippus. Stoicism began with Zeno of Citium, who, after a shipwreck, became a student of philosophy and eventually founded his own school. Zeno's teachings were influenced by the Cynics, particularly Diogenes of Sinope, and the Socratic tradition. His approach was both theoretical and practical, aimed at helping individuals cultivate a virtuous life. Zeno's philosophy was systematized by his successor, Cleanthes, and then further developed by Chrysippus, often regarded as the second founder of Stoicism. Chrysippus expanded Stoic thought on logic and ethics, and his works were instrumental in making Stoicism a more coherent and systematic philosophy. He introduced the idea of syllogistic reasoning and logic that later influenced both medieval and early modern thinkers. Middle Stoicism, Panaetius and Posidonius. In the Middle Stoic period, the philosophy took on a more cosmopolitan character, with thinkers like Panaetius and Posidonius helping to spread Stoicism in Rome and blending it with other philosophical traditions, including Platonism and Aristotelianism. This was also a time when Stoicism began to move away from some of its more austere elements, focusing more on ethics and less on metaphysical questions. Late Stoicism, Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. The most famous Stoics in the Roman period were Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. Each contributed significantly to the practical application of Stoicism in everyday life. Seneca, a Roman statesman and playwright, emphasized the need for rational self-control, using his own life as a case study. He wrote extensively on topics like anger, grief, and the fleeting nature of life. His letters and essays remain key Stoic texts today. Epictetus, born a slave, taught that true freedom lies in our ability to control our thoughts and responses. His famous works, the Discourses and the Enchiridion Handbook, provided a practical guide to living according to Stoic principles. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, kept a personal journal of reflections known as Meditations. These writings, while not originally intended for publication, offer a profound look into the mind of one of the most powerful men in history as he navigated the challenges of leadership and personal growth. These Roman Stoics played a key role in bringing Stoic ideas to a broader audience, particularly as they applied Stoicism to questions of leadership, ethics, and personal resilience. 3. Core principles of Stoicism. Virtue as the only good. At the heart of Stoic philosophy is the belief that virtue is the only true good. Stoics argued that external events, such as wealth, health, or social status, are indifferent. While these things can be preferred, or avoided, they do not determine whether a person's life is good or bad. What truly matters is living virtuously. The Stoic virtues, which stem from the teachings of Socrates and the early Greek philosophers, are wisdom, the ability to reason and understand the world, making good decisions. Courage, the willingness to face life's challenges and difficulties with fortitude and resilience. Justice, treating others fairly, with respect and fairness, and contributing to the common good. Temperance, self-control, avoiding excess, and knowing the limits of one's desires. For Stoics, cultivating these virtues is the key to achieving happiness. The virtuous life is not based on external achievements or pleasures, but on how we respond to situations, make choices, and live according to our principles. The dichotomy of control. One of the most practical aspects of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, a distinction between what is within our control and what is not. Stoics argue that peace of mind comes from focusing on what we can control, our own thoughts, actions, and responses, and accepting with equanimity those things we cannot change. This principle is central to the Stoic approach to stress and adversity. Rather than trying to control outcomes, which are beyond our control, Stoics focus on developing the inner strength to respond wisely and rationally to whatever happens. The Stoic idea of apatheia, freedom from destructive passions, is closely related to this. Living in accordance with nature. Stoics believe that the universe is governed by logos, a rational principle or divine reason. To live well, we must align our lives with this natural order. In practical terms, this means cultivating rationality, acting in harmony with others, and accepting life's challenges as part of a larger, meaningful pattern. Living in accordance with nature involves understanding the limits of human nature and embracing the interconnectedness of all things. We should focus on what is within our capacity and accept what is outside of it. Emotions and rationality. Stoicism teaches that emotions are the result of mistaken judgments about what is truly important. Emotions such as anger, fear, envy, or sorrow arise from the belief that we can control things outside of our control or that external events are inherently bad. Stoics do not reject emotions but encourage the rational analysis of them. The goal is to change our judgment about the events that provoke negative emotions. For example, instead of seeing an obstacle as something frustrating, a Stoic might see it as an opportunity to practice patience or wisdom. By adjusting our thoughts and expectations, we can achieve emotional resilience. Amor fati, love of fate. An important Stoic concept is amor fati, meaning love of fate. The Stoics believe that we should not simply accept what happens to us but actively embrace it. This does not mean passivity or resignation, but instead cultivating a mindset that finds value and meaning in everything that happens, whether good or bad. Every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Memento mori, remember you will die. Stoics practice memento mori, the contemplation of mortality, to remind themselves that life is finite. By remembering that death is inevitable, Stoics are encouraged to live with greater focus, purpose, and appreciation for the present moment. They also use this reminder to shift their perspective, helping them avoid attachment to external outcomes and things beyond their control. 4. Key Stoic practices. The Stoics didn't just theorize about life, they also developed practices to help individuals live in accordance with their philosophy. These practices are designed to cultivate the right mindset, improve emotional resilience, and foster ethical behavior. Daily reflection and journaling. Stoic philosophers often emphasized the importance of self-reflection. At the end of each day, a Stoic might review their actions and thoughts, asking questions like, did I act in accordance with my values? Were there moments where I lost my composure or judgment? How can I improve tomorrow? This daily practice helps integrate Stoic principles into one's life, improving self-awareness and reinforcing virtuous behavior. Negative visualization. A powerful Stoic technique is negative visualization, where you intentionally imagine the worst possible scenario, such as losing a loved one or facing illness. This exercise helps reduce fear and anxiety by acknowledging that misfortune is possible and inevitable. By considering how you would respond in these situations, you can appreciate what you have and cultivate resilience in the face of adversity. Voluntary discomfort. Stoics often practiced voluntary discomfort, intentionally exposing themselves to discomfort or hardship, e.g., fasting, cold showers, or sleeping on a hard floor. This practice builds inner strength, teaches self-control, and reduces the fear of loss. Mindfulness and living in the present moment. Stoics emphasize the importance of being fully present in the moment. They recommend focusing on the task at hand, without worrying about past regrets or future anxieties. The Stoic practice of mindfulness encourages acceptance of the present as it is, cultivating gratitude and peace. 5. Stoicism in the modern world. Stoicism in psychology. One of the most significant modern applications of Stoicism is in the field of psychology, particularly in cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. CBT is based on the idea that our thoughts affect our emotions and behaviors, a concept shared by the Stoics. Both Stoicism and CBT teach that by changing how we interpret events, we can change how we feel and behave. Many Stoic exercises, such as challenging negative beliefs, reframing problems, and focusing on what's within our control, are used by therapists today. Stoicism and leadership. Stoic principles are often applied in leadership and business contexts. Leaders who practice Stoicism focus on rational decision-making, emotional control, and maintaining composure in the face of adversity. Marcus Aurelius, for example, was a model Stoic leader, balancing personal discipline with public duty. His writings continue to inspire those in leadership positions, helping them stay grounded and focused on what truly matters. Personal development and self-help. In recent years, Stoicism has experienced a resurgence in the world of personal development and self-help. Authors like Ryan Holiday and Tim Ferriss have written popular books on how to apply Stoic principles in everyday life. Stoic ideas about resilience, self-control, and focusing on what's within our power have made it a practical philosophy for modern individuals seeking more meaningful and effective ways of living. Modern Stoic communities. The rise of social media and online communities has allowed Stoicism to thrive in the 21st century. There are now numerous online groups, podcasts, and blogs dedicated to practicing and discussing Stoic philosophy. Stoic communities engage in dialogue, share insights, and support each other in living Stoic lives. 6. Criticism and challenges. Despite its widespread appeal, Stoicism is not without its critics. Some argue that Stoicism's focus on rationality can lead to emotional suppression, neglecting the importance of embracing and fully experiencing emotions. Others argue that Stoicism's emphasis on personal resilience might overlook the structural and social issues that individuals face, leading to a form of passive acceptance of injustice. Some also critique Stoicism for its potential to foster detachment from the world. By focusing on internal control, there is a concern that Stoicism might discourage people from engaging in the external world or striving for change in society. 7. Conclusion. Stoicism remains a powerful and practical philosophy that teaches us how to navigate life's challenges with grace, wisdom, and resilience. By focusing on virtue, controlling our responses to external events, and accepting what we cannot change, Stoicism provides a timeless framework for living a good life. Whether in the ancient world or the modern era, Stoic ideas continue to help individuals develop emotional strength, make wise choices, and lead lives of purpose and meaning.